In this video, I want to share with you a powerful software and app that can help you save a lot of time and money and a headache when you are traveling internationally, or if you want to send money internationally. For me, when I'm traveling internationally, there's nothing more frustrating than, maybe getting the currency that you want in that area. And I do a lot of transfers. I transfer a lot of money into different countries. So this is a very cheap and faster way compared to the godfathers of transferring money. Now, if you're not familiar who the godfathers are, typically I like to call them, Western Union and MoneyGram. They have the largest network, but they're also the most expensive. And maybe that's because they, were the first ones in. So, they were the first ones to the industry, so they can hold their rates because of the most well-known, and they put a bunch of money into marketing. Okay. So, but there are more affordable and faster, effective ways coming out. And I want to introduce you to this company called Transferwise. So as you can see here on my screen, they stating the cheaper and faster way to send money abroad. I'm going to give you a breakdown and also comparison of what they offer and how they do it. So I'm going to show you here with United States dollar to euro, since I am in Portugal, and you can see how they work. Very open. This is what I love most about Transferwise. They are open and transparent, and they state everything right clearly on their website. Very easy to understand. So let's jump into their calculation and how they calculate their fees. One, you're going to see there's basically the transference fee, okay, and where the money is going to be pulled from. So the cheapest option tends to be a bank debit, an ACH, okay. Then there's wire transfer, debit card, or credit card. Now, it all depends on how much money you're transferring, by the way. If you're transferring small amounts, or you want to move money out of a credit card or stuff like that, which is typically the most expensive way, it's like a cash advance. Another way is the debit card, which has a higher fee. But always the cheaper option is just a bank debit. Okay, that's going to be now. However, bank debits can only go so high. Like, you can't transfer large sums of money from a bank debit. For example, if you have to move $50,000, you're not going to do a bank debit. They won't even allow that. That's typically wire transfers. So wire transfers, if you're, getting into either real estate or, you need to do a bigger transfer for business, then you're definitely going to want to use a wire transfer. And wire transfers are not that much more expensive than bank debit. So in this case, we have a bank debit. Let's choose the cheapest option. A bank debit, and this is on $1,000, by the way. This is their fee, very open and transparent. So that would be your total fees for sending $1,000. Now, this is really an important thing, by the way. They show you a guaranteed rate for 62 hours, which is really powerful, because a lot of other companies, they'll play on the rate. So sometimes they'll give you a lower rate. You'll probably see that in just a second when I show you the comparison of rates. Sometimes they'll play on the rate and show you a lower rate because they build their profit into the rate itself. So that's kind of, they don't do that. Transferwise does not do that. They're very open and clear and show you transparently what they do. Then they give you an estimated arrival date if you were to make this transfer, and it'll tell you how much you can save. So let's jump into that part of it. Now I want to show you a few other new features that they have, Transferwise has come out with. They've also recently come out with their new debit card, and I'm going to share with you about that in just a second. But here's how I want to show you what compares to Transferwise to like US banks, okay? So especially if you're spending abroad. So typically you have monthly account fees. This is very true. Every month I pay these fees, $12. That's pretty much on average. For what reason? It's just for having your money there, okay? Then send 250 euros. This is an example. If you were to send 250 euros, they're going to charge you $12. Citibank's going to charge you 42, so on and so forth. Transferwise is going to charge you 235. If you were to send 250 on a debit card in euros, 162, 750, 750, 750. If you were to withdraw cash, 250 cash in a month in Europe, it's free. Then you see all these other fees, right? So that's basically what people would charge, those other banks would charge if you were using like their debit card. This is one of the newer features that Transferwise has come out with. Let me just jump up here real quick. They have this new MasterCard, and I think it's a great idea. One of the best features I love about it, oh, it's right here. One of the best features I love about it, where's that part of the website? Hold on, let me go back to the main page here. There's this part that I love right here on the main website. You can transfer to multiple currencies. I don't want to say any currency. I don't know exactly all the currencies they have, but I know they have the top currencies. But this is my favorite part right here. You can actually have it with Apple Pay, and it's actually, I'm on my second week without carrying a wallet. I've been using only my phone, contactless payments, and so using Apple Pay. And so I really love this part about it because, and I don't have the debit card yet. It's something I'm probably gonna get here in the near future now that they have this feature, okay? But I've been using Transferwise for about a year now. And I used to do it other ways. Like I remember when I first moved to Uganda in 2013, I was doing bank wire transfers. That would cost me about 40 USD every time I did a bank wire transfer. 40 USD, it's crazy. But that was like the only way a number of years ago. Or Western Union if I wanted to be more expensive, or the MoneyGram, it'd be definitely more expensive. So the cheapest way at that time was bank transfers. Well, here we have Transferwise, which is my go-to source for transferring funds. Now, I will tell you this though, this is great if you're transferring small amounts of money. However, if you are transferring large amounts of money, they do have a different, the different ways of doing this. And this is typically through bank transfers. So if you're purchasing property overseas or starting a business, then they're gonna do basically what the way it happens with Transferwise is you're gonna do a bank wire to their account. I believe it's London. I don't know if that's true for everyone who's doing a bank transfer, depending on where you are in the world, but they're based out of London. They're a startup out of London. And you do the bank wire to their escrow account in London, and then they send you the money to your account. That's basically like a clearinghouse. So they also they verify your identity. So it usually takes about 2 days to do that. Okay. Now this is important. And the reason why they do this is because for wire fraud or any criminal activity, so proof of identity for large transfers, it doesn't take that long. They even have a great help support team. I actually had to use them for a friend. We were wiring a bunch of money over, and they just wanted to do a quick phone verification and help and support. Not a problem. It was so helpful. Really much easier service than other ones that I've compared to others that are out there. So a little bit more about the Transferwise account and the card pricing. Like if you have one of their cards, as you can see, the account pricing is create your account, it's free. Hold 50 currency balances, free. Get a UK account number and short code, free. Get a US routing number and wiring number, free. Get a European IBAN, free. Get an Australian account BSB number, free. New Zealand account number, free. Free fixed fee to send money, 65 P's. Well, that depends on where I am. Receive money in euros, some of the biggest currencies, free. Convert currencies, let's check the price checker and add money to your account. You can check the price checker. I mean, as you can see here, let me tell you, if you're gonna add money, convert between balances, send money, balances, spending money on the card, it's gonna show you how cheap this is. They have great trackers. And I know maybe some of you are thinking like, okay, you're running a business. They also have business pricing as well. But if you're running a business, especially if you're investing and buying property from overseas, to all my friends who are living in different countries, I know some of you are from Germany and France and Belgium, and also what was that other country? Netherlands. If you're investing in those countries and you want to buy property in the United States, this is also a great way to do that as well. So this is a great way. I always have people contacting me and saying, hey Nathan, I live abroad. How can I open up a bank account there? How can I open up a business in the United States and bank account and all that stuff? Well, Transferwise is a great way to actually, like I showed you earlier, you can open up an account very easily without, having to actually physically be in the United States. This is a big breakthrough in traditional banking methods. So if you're looking for this kind of a resource to help move money, overseas, or for different transactions, whether it's business or, for real estate, this is the way to go. No hidden fees, very simple steps. Register for a free account, choose the amount to send, add the recipient's bank details. And if that's your bank details, then you put your bank details in there. Verify your identity either with a passport or a national ID. And they have a few other ways also, but those are the easiest ones. Pay for your transfer, and that's it. And the app is really great, by the way. The app gives you updates all along the way. You can actually, that same, what do you call this thing? Converter, that same currency converter is actually also right on the app. So when you are, hitting the send button, that same currency converter is right here as well. So you can see it has, actually it's the same amount right here. So it literally, that same currency converter that you see on the screen right now is literally on my phone. And you can also exchange locally. So you can do international, local, add many recipients. You can order your card, all that kind of stuff. It's so great, easy and efficient. I highly recommend it. And it's great. It's a great service. But listen, if you have any other questions about this, or you're currently using Transferwise, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear about your experience and what you think about it. And more importantly, if you like this video and it's been helpful, then please like this video, because we made a recent decision that all the YouTube revenue that comes in from this, from my YouTube channel, we're going to be donating it back into our efforts in Uganda to help more kids get financial literacy and get in school, stay in school, and become financially, to be educated in finances and entrepreneurship to help them build their lives and build their community. Also, if you have any questions, post it in the comments, and the link in the description for Transferwise is in the description. Also, if you decide to use it, I am an affiliate and a partner. So if you use that, I also get an affiliate commission on that, a referral fee, and that will also help to support our efforts in Uganda. And if you're curious about what we do in Uganda, here's a short video about our efforts. Check it out.
You can do this. I believe in you. All right, give yourselves a round of applause.
With the Fearless Millionaire program, and before taking the program, I was having trouble being comfortable on the phone, knowing what to say to people, and just putting more money in my pocket. And I can honestly say,
I am a fearless millionaire.
You can do it. Don't give up. You are fearless millionaire. Yeah, it's right now. This is a video right now. Hello. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, I like this.
Uganda!